2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
From 5 yards further back, the extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Edwards-Helaire. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel. That is intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 28 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Setting up to be a finish for the ages here. All tied in the final minutes of the Super Bowl as the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there? And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. The field goal unit on the sideline. One final play to decide the ball game. Now Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was in the playoffs. Now both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. On the return, Hardy. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Finding space at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing is Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The defense did its part. 3 points now. All they need as they work on second down. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. To throw is Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, Jackson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On third down, Jackson. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is...